guys, it's Ahmer here, and as you guys know, I'm trying to go and complete the full North American Nintendo GameCube library, and I'm finding it to be rather challenging because a lot of places may have games in stock, but some of them are missing the manuals, and I'm trying to go for that full complete in box set, well, complete in case. So I stopped out at Retro World, an amazing video game store if you've ever been in Massachusetts, and they definitely hooked me up because I found some amazing deals, I found some complete games, and these are all very clean. So we'll just jump into it. This one right here has to be one of my favorite ones. This is Prince of Persia: Warrior Within. Now, some people weren't fans of this game, but other people absolutely loved it. So this one follow-ups from the Sands of Time, and this has way more of a complex story and often darker direction than the first game. The soundtrack is pretty amazing, and some may argue that this is one of the best Prince of Persia games out there. So I really like how they have like the past versus present, and this whole like time aspect is just wild. It's amazing, and I love how they do that. I feel like they polished this game entirely well, and the combat was just so much better. So this is a series that I'll have to go back through and definitely try again. I know it's been quite some time since I've played them. This one even says sequel to Game of the Year. So one fate, 1 million ways to defy it. So this was definitely an interesting story and a rather inexpensive game that I'm pretty excited to add into the collection. So as I'm going through this set here, I think I have just over 200 and some out of the 500 and some that I need. But we also have Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy. This was a beautiful game. I absolutely love the design of the characters. I love the feel. I love the look. It says 2 heroes on the back. But this is one that a lot of people, if you haven't played, you definitely have to. I absolutely love this fantastic action platformer. Just beautiful. Absolutely amazing. I love the lighting effects in this game too. It's something that we often might have missed back in the day, where you have like these reflective surfaces. The very interesting color palette in this game, just going through like beautiful parts of Egypt and just having all of this. I actually really enjoyed this a lot. And even the combat, I found that to be rather imaginative, and I just had a blast playing through it. So this is one that I definitely remember, although I did not play it on the GameCube. So I'll have to see if that version has anything a little bit different. But this is definitely pretty cool. It says their mission is the same. Their methods couldn't be further apart. Then on to this game. So another series that I always loved back in the day. This is Armymen. We all know and love those Armymen games. This is real-time strategy. So I loved this series back in the day. I played these mostly on the Nintendo 64, but I did not play this real-time strategy one, so I have to go back and give it a try. So I love the Armymen games. They're just so creative. And if we all saw, Toy Story back then, you just remember those crazy cool little, figures that they had in the movie. And then this, I feel like, just derives so much further from that. But this is just something that I haven't really played much since back in the day. So these are the simpler days of where you have like your whole backyard, you have different toys and different things outside of there. And it's really cool because you get to, build these bases, you get to add different resources to it, you get to command your troops. There's just so much nostalgia in here, and you get to find a balance within the whole strategy part of this game. So it is pretty easy to learn from what I understand, but I just can't wait to go through here and just see what this is. It says this is the Armymen game you've been waiting for. So I can't wait to see what they do a lot different. I just remember bits and pieces of all the Nintendo 64 games and just absolutely falling in love with this, having the green cartridges as well. But this is really cool, and I can't wait to dive into it. So if you are loving the Nintendo GameCube and you enjoy this whole series of trying to complete all the games, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell notification, because you don't want to miss out, as I'm trying to get closer to the 300 mark. I think I'm at 200 and some, so I definitely have some ways to go to complete this set here, but I'm finding all of these amazing deals. Like this one right here, we have Nickelodeon's Tack 2, The Staff of Dreams. I remember this back in the day, all this whole Nickelodeon hype. I remember collecting the toys at McDonald's, but this one did such a better job than the first one. So we have Tac 2, The Staff of Dreams. So this is your 3D platformer. Definitely did a much better job than the first game. It is very much more linear. The art styles look amazing in this game, and I love how there's just so much more in the ability section. You have like a variety of gameplay. The combat is also so much better, more fluid. You have different special attacks, and it's just a lot different than the first. So I just have so much fun with all of these, seeing them, remembering these awesome moments of nostalgia, and it really makes me want to jump back in here. And right here it says Nick Games. So that is really cool, just like reliving all this Nickelodeon nostalgia. And I can't wait to give some of these games another try, just play them and see if I remember them from the first time that I actually played them through, and see which one I kind of remember playing on, whether it was PlayStation 2 or Xbox or even GameCube. Then on to this game. So I absolutely love this movie. I did not know that this one here existed, but sadly I will need another person to play through this game with, because this is more of a co-op game. This is going to be The Incredibles: Rise of the Underminer. So I love this Disney movie. I just had a blast watching this. You know, I just love those like little one-liners and just had a fun time laughing at this. So this one picks up after the movie and after the first game, like where they essentially end. So this is a better two-player co-op game where you get to play simultaneously, and you have Frozen, Mr. Incredible, or if you try and play, you know, through, you can like rotate and switch through them. But it's definitely more challenging, and it's way more fun with two people as opposed to one. So you do have different puzzles and different obstacles to go through. And I just thought it was really cool. So it says team up for super multiplayer action. And then it says be truly incredible with upgradable moves and superpowers. So this one is really cool, and I'll have to give it a fair go, give it a fair try, and just see what it's like. But I definitely want to play the two-player experience versus the one, because I don't want to be disappointed with this. And then on to this game right here. So let me know if you guys have played these Cabela's games. I remember playing on the arcade machines, going to some of those like sports stores back in the day, and just playing these, having a blast. But it was always different when you play like the light gun experiences versus at home. And the first game, Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, this is the second one, so this is number 2. But the first one was more of like a hunting game. This one has a story to it. So it makes it very different than the first. So you travel across the globe. You have all of these different dangerous animals in each of the areas. And it's more of an action game rather than a hunting game. So I thought that that was really cool. It has 20 ferocious animals, 12 exotic locations, global hunting, guiding hunts, just so much going in here. And it even says so much more. So this is one that I probably won't play. I kind of like the light gun experiences more, some on the PS3 where you get that cool light gun, and I just love mostly playing these in the arcades if some of the other machines are tied up. So I just want to know, did you enjoy the Cabela's series, and am I missing out by not trying some of these? So overall, I definitely scored 6 more games, did not break the bank with these either. Some of these are pretty inexpensive games. You can still find them complete in box, or complete in case, rather. And these ones are just some fun games that you could really enjoy, especially if you played some of them back in the day. But I'm so thrilled to have found these at Retro World in Massachusetts. They were so great. I found some amazing items for Super Nintendo, now for the GameCube, and I got to see some amazing items in that store. I wanted to take home so much. But of course I had to stick to some of these sets here as I'm trying to go for the full and complete ones. So out of these games here, which ones did you really enjoy? Was it Prince of Persia, Sphinx, Armymen? Just let me know in the comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go ahead and check out all of my other videos and stay tuned for more.